What up, Kalish crew, and welcome to Kalish Eat and Greet. So today's video is going to be covering my week 2 experience in planning all my meals. I'm doing weekly meal planning, so I'm planning 7 days in a row every week. If you saw my last video last week, it was obviously my first week because today's the starting of week 2, but I was kind of just I didn't know where to start, so I was just like, let's just do it. It was kind of a messy week, but I got through it and I learned a lot of stuff. So, the first thing I wanted to do was start, documenting like on paper a lot of stuff. So journaling my food, planning my meals on paper. This is a journal I actually bought from Amazon. It's the Clever Fox brand. I think that's the brand. It's really pretty. It's like, I got the purple one. And there's a lot of different segments in it, or sections of this notebook. It's not just your meal plans. It's like there's exercise calendars, there's a bunch of stuff, but let me just go through and show you really quick what we got. All right, so like the first page is just kind of like a section that has common food items, calories, and macros and stuff, which I don't think I'm ever going to use this just because I track all my food on an app to get the calories, but this is helpful if I don't have access to that. The next page has like a starting point of your measurements and weight and all that, which I wasn't really going to do, but I did it anyway. And a cool area for top goals, which is kind of like what your goal is, why you want that goal to be achieved, and then how you're going to, like the steps you're going to take to actually get to it. I was pretty generic. I was just sitting here doing this morning, so I'm probably going to add more to that later. Oh, here's the exercise calendar, and I'm probably not going to use that, but I don't know, maybe I should. But I think you just like check off what you did. I don't know, it's kind of small. And here's the first section I'm going to be using like more frequently is just the monthly calendar where it looks like you can kind of just like write certain things. It also has a section for notes, most important goals of this month, which is kind of cool, and things that I'll do to be better this month. So you see, like, the beginning is basically saying, like, goals for the year, like, the whole year. And that's, like, overwhelming. So you can go down here and plan it by month. Then after the month's over, there's a monthly review where you, I guess, add your new measurements, which that's crazy to lose any sort of amount in 1 month, but who knows? And then you kind of, like, answer some questions for your monthly review, which I think is cool, too. So there's 12 of those, obviously, for the 12 months of the year. So this is the next section, which is the weeks. So I actually like this a lot better too because there was a yearly goals, monthly goals, and now you can do the most important, like, main goal of the week. So my first goal is to stick to the plan because last week I was not really able to do that. And then it has like your priorities, it has your to-do list, some other sections here, and then basically just your breakfast, lunch, dinner, and any snacks you're gonna eat for Sunday through Saturday. Boop. And on the right, each day you can actually like check off how much, water you had, like your mood for the day and your energy. I really like that. So I might be doing that as well. Towards the end of the book, it just has a weight tracker, which I guess I'll do it. I do keep track of my weight in my app, but maybe I'll just move everything to paper. And the very last section has, actually there's a section that has recipes, which I haven't even looked at yet. So that's why I wasn't showing it to you guys, but yeah. The section right before this one has recipes that you could like record on here, which is kind of cool. And then this section, which I see I've already ripped some off, are the shopping lists. I love that you can rip them off, that you can check off what was gotten. You could write the prices if you want, and it's double-sided, which is awesome. So yeah, that is the journal in a nutshell. I do want to go over my week's planning with you guys because I'll put it up right here. This is what I had left from last week. So I did include this in my last video, but in case you didn't see that video, this is everything that I still have in my cupboards and my fridge and my freezer. So that's kind of, a lot of food. That is a lot of food. So all of that actually is going to roll over into this week. So I used this list to really help me plan my meals for this week and kind of base my meals around what I already had. And then anything else that I needed to get, obviously I'll add it to my shopping list. So let's go over my meal plan together. All right, so I know I already showed this page to you guys, but let's do it again so you can actually see what I'm planning. So my breakfasts are pretty much really standard. I do have some blueberries and oatmeal left, so I have those on a couple days. I'm buying some eggs, I'm buying some toast, and I still have cream cheese. So the reason I do cream cheese with toast, guys, is just so I don't have to buy bagels and bread. Bread's the same thing as a bagel to me. So that's breakfast for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Oh, and Friday, I'm gonna have pancakes like once a week, I'm pretty sure. And that's Saturday. Lunches. So actually, let's do it. Like, let's just start Sunday. So you saw breakfast. I'm just gonna have like a ham sandwich for lunch, and then dinner is gonna be beef stroganoff. I put with mushrooms. I know it normally comes with mushrooms, but I don't like mushrooms, so I'm putting that there because I'm actually doing it with mushrooms for once. But I'm gonna get shiitake mushrooms, which are my favorite, and then I have 2 options for snacks for each day, and a lot of times they're the same, because I don't want to have too many options. I don't want to have too many things in my house. So this day I could either do a rice cake with peanut butter or a pudding cup or both. So I have some options, but just not too many options. So the next day, I'm going to have leftover stroganoff for lunch. That's why I'm doing the full day first, so you guys don't have to be like, wait, leftover stroganoff, what? Yeah, okay, so you know I had that for dinner the night before. So leftover stroganoff on Monday. I'm just gonna have a chicken quesadilla with green beans because I'm gonna buy some chicken. I still have some green beans. There's my snacks for the day. Here's Tuesday. I have this frozen pulled pork mashed cauliflower thing in my freezer, so I want to get rid of it. I just, put that on my lunch. Me and Bud are gonna make some chicken Alfredo egg rolls. I put with broccoli because I want to remember to include broccoli in the chicken Alfredo. I don't think I'm doing like pasta with it. It's just going to be chicken, Alfredo sauce, and broccoli in an egg roll, but that's going to be fun. And these are my 2 options for snacks on Tuesday. All right, Wednesday, the leftover egg rolls. I'm going to make too many, I already know. So I put leftovers there. You guys saw in my last video how much I love the garlic bread pizza. I'm going to do ham and pepperoni this time. And these are my 2 snack choices for Wednesday. Thursday, I also have a frozen ravioli meal in my freezer, so I want to get rid of that as well. Just try to use up the stuff that I already have. I am going to buy some pierogies, some peppers and onions, and some sausage because I have to have this dinner. I thought of it, so I have to have it. And these are my snack options for Thursday. Friday, you already know I'm having pancakes. I have some frozen tilapia in the fridge. Freezer. Why did I say frozen in the fridge? And I'm going to use up my corn on the cob and the rice that I already have. So I thought that would go well with the tilapia. I know I'm going to have some leftover andouille. Possibly not pierogies, but I know that sausage, I will have some more of that. And some peppers. So I'm going to just kind of mix that into a bow tie pasta with tomato sauce, which I already have some tomato sauce. And yeah, these are my snack options for Friday. Saturday, so I'm sitting on my bed, you guys. The lighting is better actually here than it is at my desk. Okay, so you guys saw breakfast. Gonna do a simple ham sandwich for lunch that day because I don't have any leftovers. I'm gonna buy some gnocchi. I already have some pesto and some shrimp and a can of diced tomatoes, so I'm gonna just throw that all together into a meal. And I got some snack options for Saturday as well. So I am hoping that this format helps me out a little bit more than how the other one did. And if you guys don't know, last week, if you didn't see my video last week, basically the format I used for last week was this just random like Excel spreadsheet that was already like populated with this like meal plan. So I'm like, cool, I'm not gonna make any changes to it. But it had 6 meals on there per day. It was like breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack. And I was excited about that because I'm like, wow, I'm not gonna have to restrict it all. I'm gonna be so good with food. I'm gonna be so comfortable, knowing that I have another meal coming. No, it didn't work for me. It was too many options. I was too overwhelmed. I got too excited to eat all of the different things I had planned for that day, and I felt guilty when I couldn't eat everything. So that didn't work out. So I think having this where it's like, okay, I have 2 snack options per day. I don't have to have either or both. But I can have both if I get hungry. So, and I tried to like make the meals a little bit like less calories on here. Cause like, I remember last week I had this like tuna noodle casserole, which is a lot of calories. I made biscuits and gravy, which was a lot. And the steak sandwiches was a lot of calories. So a couple days was just like, if I had eaten everything, it would have been like 4,000 calories, 4,500 calories. So trying to keep everything like more balanced, being more like mindful of that. So anyways, let me show you guys my shopping list based on what I already have and the things I need to get to fulfill this weekly meal plan. So the store has some like individual avocado packs that I really like. They're just like mini little like cups. I don't know if you saw, but some snack options I had were carrots and avocado packs. My carrots have gone bad, and I only have one avocado pack left, so I'm going to buy both of those things. And egg roll wrappers, obviously I need those to make the chicken Alfredo. Shiitake mushrooms for my stroganoff. Ezekiel, that's the Ezekiel frozen bread that I get. It is really like whole grain, sprouted grain bread. You might not like it, but I actually love it. And I can keep it frozen so it doesn't go bad, and I'll just toast it whenever I need a sandwich or something. Pierogies, I obviously need to get broccoli I'm going to get for the Alfredo. Frozen peppers and onions, that's going to be for my pierogi meal. Garlic bread for the garlic bread pizzas. Andouille sausage, obviously, for the sausage and pierogies. Chicken, I'm going to need both for my chicken quesadilla on Monday and for the chicken Alfredo egg roll on Tuesday. Ground beef is going to be for the first day. It's going to be for the beef stroganoff. I need a block of mozzarella just to shred up for my pizza. Possibly something else. I don't even know. Cheddar block, that's going to be for like cheese and crackers when I have those as a snack option. Cream of mushroom soup, I'm going to use that in the stroganoff actually. I'll need a little bit of frying oil to be able to complete the egg rolls. So yes, I'm going to deep fry those. Almond flour, I want to get that instead of using regular flour for pancakes. Since I'm going to have pancakes every week now, it is, you know, at least that's what I think, or that's what I want. I'd rather do it with almond flour because it's just as good and it's less simple carbs. Gnocchi I'm going to need for my shrimp. And flipping this over, I'm also going to get eggs because I only have 2 eggs left. I'm going to get some butter. I get butter every time I go shopping because like the whole family uses it. And one basically lasts a week, even though I don't really know what I'm going to be using butter for. Probably for like toast with eggs in the morning. I always get butter every time I go shopping. And then pudding cups because I just thought of it and I really want pudding as a snack option this week. So now that we got all the mental work out of the way, it's time to do the physical work and go shopping. You guys are coming with me. Let's go. Look at this absolutely perfect spot we got, guys. That's the door. Like 2 steps away. That was a workout. Time to assess the damage. Still a little sweaty, guys, but I am back. I just put everything away, and I'm actually super happy with the price. If you guys didn't see my last video, I forgot to put it in this video before I went shopping. My goal was to actually reduce my spending by almost half, I said. I'll put the clip in here. My guess was like $100. So let me put the clip so you guys don't have to look at my last video if you didn't see it. I'm thinking I'm gonna almost cut it in half. It was 180 something this week. I think next week it's gonna be 100. That's my guess. Let's see if it comes out to that. And drum roll, guys, the total today was $104.67. Now, I did purchase a Diet Coke at the very last minute while I was waiting in the very long line, but Diet Coke isn't $4, so I went over either way. But that's really good. I was pretty close. I figured since I wasn't doing as big of a shopping trip, I still had a lot of stuff left. My last shopping trip for my last video last week was like $180, something like that. So yeah, I reduced it by 80 bucks. So that's pretty good. Yeah, so $104.67 was the total. Now, let's see if it all lasts the week.
are the ingredients for tonight's dinner. We have some leftover chicken that I cooked up last night, 4 ounces of mozzarella, half a can of Rayo's homemade Alfredo sauce, 3 ounces of orzo, some egg roll wraps, and about half a bag of broccoli. So first thing I'm going to do is get the orzo cooking. While I'm waiting on that, I am going to shred up, like I said, the 4 ounces of my mozzarella. You can buy pre-shredded, but I just like to shred my own. It just melts and tastes a little bit better to me, but totally up to you. Next, I did cook my broccoli a little bit, and I now am going to chop it up because, you know, I want little pieces of everything. I do not want any big chunks, so I'm just chopping that up. Next, we are going to mix everything together. So here is the chicken. It's cold still. I didn't even bother to heat it up. We're going to add the chopped up broccoli to that. Add our cooked orzo. Doesn't matter if it's still hot. And then half of that container of Alfredo sauce. Mix that on up. Now it's about time to start filling our egg rolls. So first we're going to crack an egg for an egg wash, mix that up. And here I am just doing that first egg roll for you guys so you can see. I'm putting the egg wash just on all of the sides. I'm starting with a little bit of cheese here in the middle, and then a decent amount of the whole mixture of all that other stuff in the middle as well on top of that cheese. And then you just want to fold the sides in and then roll, just like a burrito or something. And the egg wash should make that stick. So yeah, this made 10 of these, which I thought was pretty decent. I actually made the right amount of filling. So you want your oil to be at about 350 degrees to fry these, because too low and they're not going to get crispy enough, too high and it's not going to, like, I don't know, it's going to get too crispy and it's not going to heat all the way through, in my opinion. So 350 is perfect here. I'm doing 5 at a time because I'm using my cast iron skillet, but however big your pan is, you can do however many you want at a time. Just don't overcrowd your pan. And these were looking and smelling so delicious. Yeah, I just dried them on a little wire rack. And here is the final product. I'm going to cut into these too so you guys can see. They look so good on the inside. Watch this. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Cheesy Alfredo chicken egg roll. Finally time to try this, guys. There was quite a bit of prep work to it, but I started it yesterday by cooking the chicken. Continued it today, right in between the end of my workday and, well, kind of, end of my workday and then a training I had, which was like 1 hour apart. So I had exactly an hour to like roll all these up and put them in the fridge. And then, you know, right when Bud wakes up, I fry them up, and that did not take long at all. So doing this in several steps throughout the last 2 days was nice, or else it would have taken like a good couple of hours to do this, and I would be really sweaty right now, which I'm not. Our air conditioner is broke. Let me show you guys the temperature in here right now. So yeah, this is not a great summer meal if you don't have air conditioning, because these are very hot, but I do have some cold marinara, and I did heat up some marinara as well for Bud to dip them in, because Bud likes hot marinara. I'm just keeping that warm. He is running to the gas station real quick. And yeah, while he's gone, I figured I would give one of these a try for you guys. Doesn't it look fantastic? Oh my God. Okay, I think I cut into it. I think it's cool enough for me to try one. It wasn't. It's still very hot. Oh. That chicken. So I cooked this chicken amazingly last night. I made it for my chicken quesadilla. I just used one of the like thighs, but I'm just gonna cook all the chicken, season it all the same way, whatever. I seasoned it with salt, pepper, and not cayenne, I'm sorry, Cajun seasoning. I have been so into Cajun seasoning lately. Oh, and it goes so well with this. And the broccoli, everything's like really chopped up really small, and it's perfect. And I like that I put the orzo in, because it's a little bit of filler, you know? Like I did taco ones a few weeks ago, taco egg rolls, and I had rice in those, kind of as filler. You don't want just like hunks of chicken, you know, or hunks of beef or whatever the fuck you're putting in it. I wanted some sort of pasta, but like a tiny pasta. So orzo is perfect. Just to fill in those gaps. And of course cheese. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to dip one. It's okay. I'm allotted 3 of these today. They're around 250 calories each. And that's including the oil that gets soaked into them from frying. So they're not too bad. So let's dip one of these into the cold. I'm doing the cold marinara first, at least. Because I knew like the insides of this were gonna be like like creamy. So I wanted something like acidic, but also like Italian to dip into it, you know? I like them both ways. Beautiful. It is now Friday, you guys, and I figured instead of doing another dinner with you this week, we would do a breakfast because I am making almond flour pancakes, and I just wanted to show you how I do that and enjoy some breakfast with you guys. So let's get started. All you're gonna need is some almond flour, some milk. If you don't have milk, you can just use water. So just some spray oil for your pan, blueberries if you want to add those, or you can do like chocolate chips or something like that. And then baking soda and baking powder. So that's all you're gonna need for this recipe. I'm gonna start with 1 cup of almond flour. To that, I'm gonna add 2 eggs. And 1/2 cup of milk. I'm gonna whisk this up really good. So this is a pretty thick batter. I'm gonna add my blueberries really quick because they are frozen. They might add a little more moisture. I don't want to add any more milk or water until I add my blueberries. About 1/4 cup of blueberries. I gently stir that in. Even though they're frozen, I don't really want to like break them up too much. This will also be really good with chocolate chips. The batter is turning purple. Not exactly what I wanted, but that's okay. We're gonna have some purple pancakes. I'm gonna just add a pinch of salt. It's about a pinch. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm gonna switch to a spatula because I don't want to break up these blueberries anymore. Should have been doing a spatula the whole time. Just kind of fold that in, make sure it's mixed well. That still looks pretty dang good. And just plop your pancakes down. These did get a little bit thicker. I like it. When you start getting some bubbles forming on the top, it's probably time to turn them over. So let's try. All right, that looks pretty good. We're really bad at this. This is the hard part. There we go. Beautiful. Nice and golden brown. / blue. I forgot to tell you guys too, the stovetop, my stovetop is on medium. You don't want it too high, you don't want it too low. You want to cook it all the way through and not burn it, so yeah, that's what I do. So I like to serve these with just a little bit of butter. Just about a tablespoon for all 3 of these. Just a light drizzle. Hello. So these turned out very dark blue-brown. Didn't expect that, but they're still gonna taste great. So let's give it a try. It's crazy because to me, these are almond flour pancakes. They taste just like regular pancakes. Look how like fluffy it is on the inside. Nice and blue and fluffy. It's so weird. Yeah, so usually I'll pour the actual batter into my pan before I put the blueberries in. So it'll be normal tan looking batter. And then I'll like strategically place the blueberries on the top side of it. But today for some reason I decided to mix them in and I am not mad about it. Perfect amount of honey, just a tiny drizzle. It's so good. So this is my breakfast. This recipe will make 6 to 8 kind of bigger, like thicker sized pancakes. But I'm only gonna have 3 today. So I woke up kind of hungry. And luckily my brother was up so I couldn't film out here, so it was nice. Yeah, like I said, today's Friday, my last day of work for the week, and then I think I'll catch up with you guys probably tomorrow or Sunday just to go over how the week went and show you my calendar, journal, whatever that thing was that I showed you at the beginning. What do you call that? Like meal planner, I guess. And like show you how I filled it in and what I accomplished. So all right, well, I will see you in a couple days. It is time to review the week, and just so you guys can see this, I have a couple of sleepy kitties to my left. Yes, they are very, very cute. So here's my week. This is the same page that you guys saw at the beginning of the video. However, I've just highlighted the things I did eat, and I crossed off with my orange pen anything I didn't eat. So you can see here, I wasn't hungry enough for cheese and crackers on this day. Down here with the leftover andouille and peppers, I just ate that. I didn't add it to like a pasta with tomato sauce or anything. I didn't feel like I needed that much food this day. Clearly I wasn't hungry that day because I also didn't have my rice cakes with cheese snack. This morning I did not have blueberries with my oatmeal because I ran out of blueberries, you guys, when I made those pancakes. So otherwise I did pretty good at my main goal, which was sticking to the plan. I stuck to it very well. Priorities, meals over snacks. I would say I did have meals over snacks. The only times I really didn't eat anything was when it came to snack time. Or like I said, with these, the bow ties, I didn't add those. And blueberries, we ran out. But yeah, in general, I was prioritizing meals over snacks. And then don't obsess over food. That's another good goal. And I could talk about that a little bit more later. But just wanted to give you guys like an overview of this page. You kind of can see what I ate and what I didn't eat. But over on this side here, I ended up filling some of this stuff out. Has got a spot for your weight, your sleep. Just so you know, my code for the sleep sections is so small. I put the hours and then I put a G if I had good sleep. Or see here, I put an M if I had medium sleep. And if I ever had bad sleep, I would put a B, but I didn't have bad sleep this week. And then next to that, I'll put nap if I napped. And you can see I nap pretty much every other day. Nap, skip, nap. Yeah, there it is, guys. There is my completed week. If you guys remember at the beginning of the video, I also showed you this calendar, this month calendar section. And I did kind of like write down the things that I did that seemed extra to me, that was like things that I might not do if I didn't have any energy. So one thing I do want to say, one of my main goals for this whole month is to start doing my stretching again. I have a stretching routine that I posted on my door. I want to try to do it 3 times a week, but this week I did some stretches on Tuesday night,
And I did my full amount of stretches on Wednesday night. I didn't do any more the rest of the week, but that's a good start. It's like 1.5 times that week, and it's only week 1. So I think I've gotten a good start on one of my goals. And I also put in self-care right in my journal 1 time per week. I have a separate journal, like personal journal. I did not write in it this week. Ugh. So that one, no. Don't worry about how I look when I leave the house. That's something that I really worry about. I don't know why. I have like swelling in my face a lot, so I tend to worry about that. I didn't worry this week. I didn't have swelling, so I didn't have to worry. Personal development, be more honest and genuine. I didn't have too many chances really to even do that or not do that, so I'm gonna say not quite yet. Grief meditation, I want to start doing that once a week. Did not do that this week. Play poker and hang with one friend. Those are my goals for recreation and fun. I did play poker several times this week. Haven't hung out with anyone though. Kind of a loner. So, yeah, just kind of wanted to show you that as well. So you guys just saw everything in my notebook that I have been keeping track of. I'm having so much fun with it, first of all. So if you guys want an update on how it's going great, in my opinion. I have a couple notes and a couple things I want to like change and improve upon still. I'm always trying to improve. So I did pretty good with like making things last the week. The only thing I did actually run out of was blueberries. And the other thing, I planned on eating leftover egg rolls one day for lunch. However, me and Bud ate a bunch of them that night and there was only one left over. So the next day, I did eat that one for lunch, but I was like extra hungry that day. So I don't know if I should like, I don't know how to plan for leftovers. I guess just experience will tell me. If I make 10 egg rolls, I might only have one left. In that situation. But I think when I'm just cooking for myself, I know what I can eat or what I will eat, so I'm pretty good with that. So I don't know, I guess I'll just learn from that. The Tuesday meals with Bud, don't really plan on leftovers. We eat a lot. We like to, that's kind of like my cheat day, honestly. I like kind of just make whatever we are in the mood for and eat as much of it as I want. So I love that. So be a little bit more careful with leftovers and maybe not plan for them as much, or plan a backup idea in case there are no leftovers. I was also super proud of myself for like everything I accomplished this week. I think the fact of just writing it down on a calendar, like I did this, I left the house and did this, I cleaned this area of my house, like all these things, it's kind of like an extra motivation to be like, oh, I want to be able to write something down tomorrow too, you know? So I did a lot around the house. I don't know if it really looks like it to you guys, but that week that I showed you on the calendar, that is me doing a lot. That is me having a bunch of energy and using it. So I feel really good about the litter room, that I cleaned up the litter room real good, because we have 2 older cats, but our one cat is 19 years old and he started peeing outside of his litter box. So immediately I'm like, we gotta clean it up now, try to stop it now. I got some cat attract litter that I used to use with my other elderly cat that really worked for him, so we're trying that out. But I had to replace everything. The mat was soaked and like, ugh. Anyway, sorry guys if you are eating. I don't know if you're like not wanting to hear all that, but that was a big project for me. I was sweating. It was a lot of work. It was half of a day's worth of work for me. But I'm very proud of that. And yeah, the stretching will get better. I need to start getting in the habit of doing my stretches, because the day that I did my stretches, I think the night before that, yeah, the night before I cleaned out the entire litter room, I did my stretches. And the day after I cleaned out the litter room, I was like sore, but in a good way. You know, like usually I'm sore and I'm like, oh, I can't move my arm this way, or like, oh, my groin, you know, like I pulled a hamstring. I always pull hamstrings. But that day, the day after doing that, because I'd stretched the day before, like I felt great. It's like my muscles felt good, you know? Like I had used them properly, so that was nice. I will say, like, me being so conscious about food choices and stuff and writing things down daily and checking this daily has made me like just be more cognizant of like what I'm feeling about food and stuff. So there was one day that my sibling had a friend over and they were out in the dining room for a while and I was getting hungry. Like I had already eaten dinner and everything, but I was like wanting a snack, and the snack for that day was popcorn. I'm like, I don't want to go out there and like make, because we have a popcorn popper. It's not like I'm just throwing something in the microwave where I can like leave for a second and come back. Like I was like, I don't want to do that like while their friend is out there. And like, I mean, not like I don't like their friend. It's just like I felt insecure about me wanting food, or like me like making food in front of someone else that I don't know that well. So it's like, I was like sitting there waiting and waiting, and I'm like, oh. So finally, you know, when the friend left, I went out and made it, but I'm like, I could have just made it. Like, why am I like embarrassed that I want food? You know what I mean? So that's something that I noticed, and I was like sitting there kind of like a little hungry and just kind of thinking about that and feeling the feelings, and that was really good for me, I think. That was another thing I noticed. In general, things I want to improve. I really like how it worked this week with the 2 snack options instead of, if you guys remember my first video, week 1, where I had this other spreadsheet where it was like breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, snack. And that format fucked with me for some reason. I don't know why. I was like, it seemed like too much food, and I was like pressured to eat it, but at the same time I was like looking forward to eating every single thing, so I wanted all of it at once, and it was weird. But this, it's just one less snack, and the fact that it's like not at a set time, like in between breakfast and lunch, or in between lunch and dinner, I can have them whenever I kind of get hungry and I'm like not ready for the next meal. It's been nice. And you saw there were a couple days where I didn't even eat my second snack, and I didn't feel bad about it, so that's good. But what I want to do to kind of like tweak this is, because I just kind of did random snacks every day for like this week, just kind of like, maybe I'll do a pudding cup and a Nutella toast, I don't know, like this day, and then the next day I'll have carrots and I'll have, but okay, so what I want to do next week is every day I'll have one healthy snack option and one unhealthy snack option. Or, you know, it doesn't have to be unhealthy, but at least one healthy snack option, like carrots and avocado, or whatever. And then that way, when I want a snack, I will go to the healthy one first, and then if I'm still hungry later in the day and I want a second snack, I can then give myself that unhealthy second snack, if that makes sense. So I'll always try to get at least one sort of like vegetable-y snack in before I do my other snacks. So that's really the only change I want to make to this. I love how I did the figuring out what I had left from groceries the week before, and then kind of basing my next week's food meals on what I still have, and then just, you know, supplementing with groceries. So that was cool. I'm going to do that again for next week. And I mean, everything else is just great. So fingers crossed. I mean, who knows, you know, this could long term maybe not be sustainable for me, but like right now it's working and I'm into it. So let's just keep going. Shall we? So yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This was an awesome week for me. I had a lot of fun. There were definitely some ups and downs. I was in a bad mood one day because I don't know if you saw when I was showing you like the mood scales. There was one day where it was like, what was it? Oh, was it a 3 for my mood? Oh no, that was energy. My mood was at a 2 out of 5 on, what day was this? Wednesday. I was very irritable because our air conditioning has been out. And right now it's like 65 degrees outside, fine. But like before, like earlier this week, and they wouldn't come fix it, and they wouldn't until it became 65 degrees outside and we don't need it anymore. Well, maybe we'll need it, who knows, but yeah, it was like 80 degrees in the house. I was dying. So I was just very irritable, and you know, I dealt with it though. I ate well that day, that was fine. Anyway, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of cool tracking your mood and your sleep and your energy and all that stuff is interesting. So anyways, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did and you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing one of these videos every week, just kind of my journey through trying to figure out a good way to meal plan, and maybe giving you some ideas for recipes as well, because I'm going to do at least 2 recipes in every video. You'll cook with me, we'll eat a little bit of it together, and kind of just review the week. And we also go shopping every week too. So if you like that kind of thing, subscribe, hit the like button, and comment down below. You can request any recipes. That would be great. Like, let me know if you have any cool recipes you want me to try out. Because I'm always thinking of new ideas. I don't want to eat, I like a lot of variety in my dinners. Like, if you could see, like, lunches and breakfasts are kind of like the same 2 things over and over, same with snacks, but dinners, I like to, like, try to cook new things. I'm very, like, adventurous with my cooking for dinners. Everything else, I just want to be easy. But yeah, thank you guys so much again, and I look forward to talking with you guys in the comments, and I look forward to next week. Without further ado, peace out, guys.